These games are ranked by play score, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. Opening our list of the top 25 3DS adventure games is One Piece Unlimited World Red. Ganbarian's take on a different kind of One Piece offers the same style and vibe from the hit anime it was based on. Follow the Straw Hat Pirates in their quest around the world to find the elusive One Piece. It's a colorful experience with its fast-paced brawling combat. Choose from a wide variety of heroes and take down hordes of enemies with style. It's an over-the-top adventure on the high seas and it receives a play score of 8.06. Number 24 is Mutant Mud Super Challenge. Who said platform games are for children? This sequel to Renegade Kid's mud-filled 8-bit kingdom is bringing a whole new level of excitement. Kicking up the platform brutality, you'll have to deal with supersized challenges in 40 brand new stages. Jump from dimension to dimension, explore secret pathways, meet new characters, and defeat the 5 epic bosses with your trusty water gun. Unleash your inner masochist because this game has a play score of 8.13. Number 23 is Corpse Party. Corpse and Party might be the most unlikely combination, but it's an accurate depiction of this spine-chilling visual novel. Originally released on the PSP, this 3DS port will bring you back to the horrors of a haunted high school. Guide 5 high schoolers as they find a way to escape the traumatizing consequences of their actions. Investigate the eerie halls and hope you don't encounter their ghastly inhabitants. Despite its cutesy look, it's still one of the scariest games on the market. It has a play score of 8.14. Number 22 is Attack of the Friday Monsters: A Tokyo Tale. Step into the shoes of the young Soda and welcome yourself in the sprightly town of Fujinohana. A life simulator at its core, roam around the humble village and get to meet each and every happy resident. And while monsters come trampling in every Friday, it's more of a spectacle than a treat. Instead, you go around collecting shards of monster energy and play against friends in Pokemon-style rock, paper, scissors. There isn't much gaming involved, but it captures the experience of the quaint monster-filled country life. It has a play score of 8.2. Number 21 is Retro City Rampage DX. Jump back to 1989 and take in the sights of mohawks, mullets, and machine guns in this reimagining of the open-world action. It's a criminally entertaining parody of Grand Theft Auto, putting us back to the pixel era and the retro cop culture that came with it. This 3DS port is a rebalanced version of the original Retro Rampage, benefiting from a year's worth of tweaks and upgrades. Collect items, meet Super Meat Boy, raise whole cities, and enjoy this definitive 3DS edition. It has a play score of 8.24. Number 20 is Siesta Fiesta. There's nothing quite like a good nap, but the narcoleptic Siesta takes it to the next level. A twist on the old Breakout game, use Siesta's bed to bounce him around the bright town of Fiestaville. With its varied level designs, each of their 8 regions is packed with surprises. Collect power-ups and smash every block with their crazy contraptions. A one-of-a-kind tour through a fictional Latin town, it has a play score of 8.26. Number 19 is Blaster Master Zero. Inti Creates comes in with this remake of Sunsoft's Blaster Master Classic from the NES era. Follow Jason Frudnick in his journey to the deep, along with his newfound tank. Adding a whole new character in the mix, he takes a girl named Eve into the alien adventures for some banter and a side of romance. Explore the underground caverns in an interesting hybrid of side-scrolling Metroidvania and top-down shooting action. A remake done right, it has a play score of 8.29. Number 18 is Skylanders Trap Team. Every kid loves the joy of collecting their Skylanders and bringing them to life inside their own universe. This time, the evil Chaos is up to another one of his old tricks. Blowing up the walls of the Cloudcracker prison, use the powers of your noble Skylanders to bring the nefarious villains back to justice. While you might need to shell out a bit more bucks to get the whole experience, it's still an enjoyable game nonetheless. It has a play score of 8.3. Number 17 is Cave Story 3D. Step inside a 3D version of Daisuke Amano's classic run-and-gun adventure. Inspired by the Metroid series, it took the indie designer 5 years to create, making it a certified labor of love. Save the village of Mimigas from a villainous scientist as you struggle to retain your lost memories. For a game designed by a neophyte developer, it boasts a remarkable polish, not only with its deep and layered narrative, but also for its compelling gameplay. It has a play score of 8.3. Number 16 is Ever Oasis. From the creators of Secret Mana and Ocarina of Time, Studio Grezzo releases a fusion of 3DS favorites like Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter, and Legend of Zelda. A hybrid of management and action RPG, dive into their sandy dunes and create lively oases for you and your lovely citizens. Provide the citizens with their much-needed resources and protect them from the threat of chaos fallen enemies. It has a play score of 8.37. Number 15 is SteamWorld Dig. Dig into the depths of Image and Form's world in a Metroidvania experience like no other. Control Rusty, the steam-powered robot, in an adventure to dig a mine of puzzle-packed proportions. The players can take advantage of Rusty's different tools to solve unique riddles, traps, and defeat enemies. It's the perfect prelude to Dorothy's underground escapades in their recent sequel. It receives a play score of 8.42. Number 14 is The Binding of Isaac: Rebirth. Experiencing the first taste of life as a Flash app, the biblical tale of Isaac gets a second refreshing chance. Follow the journey of Isaac as he tries to escape the wrath of his delusional mother. Awaiting the sacrificial ceremony, he uses his tears to shoot monsters that creep in the dark. Travel from room to room, collect items and weapons, and battle against his basement's nightmarish monsters. It has a play score of 8.49. Number 13 is Zero Escape: Zero Time Dilemma. Spike Chunsoft's Zero Escape series is a masterclass in visual novel creation. This final chapter in their thrilling trilogy puts a harrowing conclusion to their grim tale. Representing the whole of humanity, 9 people are trapped in a decision game that decides all their lives. Be smart enough to save all 9, or experience the tragedy of death firsthand. It's an eloquently told tale of survival, topped with brilliantly flawed characters. It has a play score of 8.51. Number 12 is Metroid: Samus Returns. It was the hypest of all hype when it was announced, and thankfully it delivered in all fronts. This 1991 Game Boy classic returns with all the modern-day refinements. Don Samus Aran's enigmatic suit and go around her renewed alien world. Eliminate bosses with a collection of cool weapons, and destroyed every Metroid with her new Aeon abilities. Your hands might hurt a bit, but that's just the tiny cost of an otherwise majestic comeback. It has a play score of 8.53. Number 11 is Terraria. While it might look like another Minecraft clone, Terraria is a whole new beast entirely. It abandons the clunky 3D voxels for a more graceful looking 2D environment. Terraria lets you play at your pace. Go gung-ho and start digging deep into caves guarded by monsters, or take it easy. Claim your little turf, mine herbs, gather weapons, and take on the grand quest for epic loot and rare items. It has a play score of 8.56. Number 10 is Metal Gear Solid: Snake Eater 3D. Live out the naked origins of the big boss in this third installment of the Metal Gear series. Step into the combat shoes of the original Snake and dive into one of Kojima's finest creations. Its move to the 3DS has given it new life, with improved UI, detailed textures, and 3D effects. As a Kojima game, it retains the powerful stories of the franchise, along with incredible boss battles that only Metal Gear can provide. It has a play score of 8.64. Number 9 is 3D Shinobi 3: Return of the Ninja Master. This Sega Genesis original returns to the spotlight to bring you some good old-fashioned ninja-kicking action. Take on the role of the Master Shinobi, Joe Musashi, and use his ninja skills to stop a villainous organization. With your piercing shurikens and razor-sharp katana, fight your way through the 7 bosses and save the city once and for all. Arguably one of the best of the series, it has a play score of 8.71. Number 8 is Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright: Ace Attorney. 2 puzzle adventure superstars meet in this Capcom and Level 5 crossover. Dealing with the dark powers of witchcraft and deception, they work together and put their minds to the test. Find clues in the world around an adventure and defend your client from Wiccan accusations in the witch trials. Each mode makes use of their various strengths to create an adventure that all fans can enjoy. It has a play score of 8.73. Number 7 is Resident Evil: Revelations. Even without the additional content of its PS4 port, Revelations is a remarkable experience in video game horror. Journey along with Jill and Chris as they guide you through the bone-chilling thrills of a 3DS classic. Set between the events of the 4th and 5th installment, join the 2 agents once again as they venture into the eerie corridors of an abandoned cruise ship. Uncover the unique interactions of 2 great stories and satisfy your taste for blood in their new raid mode. It has a play score of 8.75. Number 6 is Phoenix Wright: Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. A clear upgrade from the decade-old classics, Phoenix Wright returns to continue the tale that Apollo Justice began. Set in a world haunted by fabricated evidence and false accusations, Phoenix Wright stays faithful to his name and aims to set things right once and for all. Forming a trio of the best defense attorneys, Phoenix, Apollo, and psych expert Athena use their newfound abilities to see through the sea of lies. It has a play score of 8.75. Number 5 is Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. Another well-loved visual novel series, this 5th installment of Level 5's crime-solving professor comes packed with the brain-tickling puzzles of the franchise. It comes with a collection of new features that put a twist to their proven formula. Use the magnifying glasses to zoom into the possible clues in over 150 different puzzles. Explore labyrinthine worlds with a clever professor and uncover a tome of mystical knowledge. It has a play score of 8.88. Number 4 is SteamWorld Heist. They may look like a walking pile of rust and bolts, but these here are the greatest band of buccaneers the galaxy has ever seen. Take on equally rusty pirates, monarchs, and more in a strategic turn-based combat system that feels a lot like space billiards. Take aim with a real-time view of the bullet's trajectory and let them ricochet off walls and onto pesky automatons. Blow the man down, because this game has a play score of 8.88. Number 3 is Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. If Saw was a better, well-written anime of itself, it would be the Zero Escape series. With the success of his 999 title, Spike Chunsoft breathes life back into his tortured subjects. Play as a man named Sigma who's thrown into a mysterious room with 8 people to humor one psychopathic villain. Divided between visual novel sequences and Escape the Room, it's a thrilling puzzle game that decides the fate of its characters. With powerful storylines and 24 different endings, it's a highly replayable game that'll satisfy with every playthrough. It has a play score of 8.99. Number 2 is Luigi's Mansion: Dark Moon. Step aside Mario, it's Luigi's time to take on the spotlight. There's a lot more to see in the Green Mario Brothers' second venture into the paranormal. He'll show you he's got the bigger balls in the family as he explores abandoned mansions to capture the ghosts that haunt it. Luigi's game boasts tons of content, with 5 more mansions to conquer and more puzzles to solve. I'm sorry, Mario who? It has a play score of 9.05. And the best adventure game on the 3DS is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. This remaster of one of the most critically acclaimed video games ever made is a true testament to the quality of the original. Although previous Zelda titles boasted a kind of openness in their 2D environments, none could compare to the sense of wonder that Ocarina provided. Its painting-like cartoon world is made even better with the 3DS's glasses-free 3D. Set off on a masterfully created adventure through Hyrule and put a stop to Ganondorf's tyranny. An unbeatable classic, it receives a play score of 9.5. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.